Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry for the delay there. I never had this issue before, but I tried to start this live stream, and for some reason, it wouldn't let me. I backed out of it and restarted it numerous times, and it just would not, like, the ability wasn't even there. It just wasn't letting me go past the setup of the live stream. So it's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Uh, I was kind of concerned that maybe something where I posted those clips that History Channel provided for me uh, might have had something to do with it, because one of them is very odd to me. I haven't looked it up to see exactly what it means, but let me see if I can show you guys real quick. So it doesn't have very many views, which YouTube's not going to promote a video at all that isn't monetized. And I'll show you the three different symbols that I can see as of right now on my. Here, I'll show you. So this means that it's monetized and that it makes ad revenue or whatever. And this means that I have the monetization turned off, which, makes sense because I turned the monetization off on those provided clips, because that's kind of the deal. I'm not supposed to make money off the clips that History Channel has created and provided for me. Now, then there's this, which I'm not familiar with, and I haven't looked it up or anything like that. I really wasn't concerned with it. I didn't think it was anything. And then I just didn't have the live streaming ability whenever I just tried to start this live stream, which I thought might have had something to do with this. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I need to look into that. Maybe somebody in the comments might happen to know what that, dollar sign with the slash through it means. This one right here is just straight up not monetized. This one, obviously, this is a green monetization. Then there's also like a yellow symbol like this that means that the ads will be limited. If your video has like I don't know, like a more adult themed content or something like that. Hey, G Schultz is in here. I just looked down and seen that, and Tracy Phillips. Also, guys, there are links right at the top of my description. I've provided links from the last description, so Kaylynn Strain is linked, so you guys go subscribe to her channel if you want. Dub C, his is also linked right at the top of the description. And then RC Gusto sent this box right here, and BTemple had this right here sent. We're going to open both of these up really quick, and I also have a box here that I picked up. And let's start with that. Or actually, let's start with Gusto since it's on the bottom. I think it'll just be easier that way. Looks like Billy Blindside is in here. So I do have a new background board up here. I messed it up the last time. I do know what's in here. I haven't opened it, so let's do that right now. Oh, it's very heavy, as you can hear. Try not to screw around too much. And I still can't really taste anything. It started coming back a little bit Friday, and I was like, okay, finally I'm going to be able to taste something. I can't smell anything either, by the way, which really has a lot to do with your taste. But it sucks not being able to taste food, especially, like, I really enjoy food. So yeah, it's been let's see, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow night that I've been kind of sick or what. I don't really feel sick or anything. I just can't taste anything. Which, I mean, I guess I do still kind of feel sick here and there. Like, not anything, nothing like what it was. It just sucks not being able to taste anything. I'm so over it. And it really screws with doing a live stream or making any type of video. I couldn't make a video right now. I couldn't tell you what anything tastes like. I can give you textures and, like, you know, some things that are vinegar, like, are vinegar based. Obviously, I can pick that up as being like a salty, sour, tart, you know, things like that. But I can't actually pick up the notes of different flavors, so it sucks. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright. That feels weird. Uh-oh. That's not good. I can already tell you that is not good. That is squishy right there. That is probably a very bad sign. Yeah. This is going to be, I can't smell anything right now, or I'll bet you this thing stinks. That box in there is very soft to the touch. And on this backside right here, that straight up feels like a liquid package. Like a, I don't know, almost like a tube of jelly or something. And with this being an Italian, everything in here is contained in little individual cardboard boxes for the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner or supper. And it should not feel like that. I've had multiple Italians over the years, and I've never felt anything like that. It's very strange, though. Like, I'm quite curious now. It's weird, like, I don't know, but this box up here also feels like it's a little soft, which tells me that that could be bleed off from whatever could have possibly ruptured in here. And I've seen this before also. As you can see, it's like vacuum sealed. You can see that. I mean, it's very, very tightly air sealed. And for some reason, instead of a ruptured food bloating, I've had this happen before with a Polish ration. The packaging, the outside packaging, like vacuum seals around everything. I don't understand what's going on there, because the food in there should be, you know, there should be bacteria that's just festering in there and creating gases, which should bloat this packaging, especially, like, because it's obviously airtight, or it wouldn't be vacuumed the way it is. It's as tightly sealed as it could possibly be. Now, this is a Module E, and I don't know that this happened in shipping, or if maybe it's been like this. I mean, it's hard to tell without opening it up. I just got this in the mail, and we're going to have to get onto it very quickly, because obviously it's got some issues. I don't understand that. That just feels like liquid right there. Jeremiah Morris, what's up, man? I mean, it could have, obviously, something could have happened in shipping, but I'll be honest, as soft as everything feels, I don't feel like that would happen so quickly, especially as well. I mean, I guess it was probably laying on its side a good bit, so I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know. That sucks. If that's what's... Yeah, that box is super soft on the corner right there. It does kind of feel like it's been this way for a while. I don't know. Super intrigued. Slice or open? Well, I would, but Gusto sent this as he wants to, like, dual review this. And also, I should have mentioned that the contract date on this was October 19th of 2019. So this particular contract that they made This was the 183rd run, and this was ration number 87,395 that was produced in 2010. So there is your best buy or best to eat by date, which is 2012, which is 8 years ago almost. In July 25th, it'll be 8 years that this is out of date. But it was produced 10 years ago, and the contract came up October 19th, 2009. Again, this was ration number. I think it's cool that they have this information on here. 87,395. I wish the U.S. would do something cool like that so you can get really specific on what plant it was made at and when it was made, and you get a whole lot more information. Man, oh man. Well, I wish I could smell. I have a feeling that this, even though this is an aluminum lined, basically a metal bag that the ration is contained in, I would almost bet that there's some kind of a smell coming from that thing. This is what's on the menu tonight. This is I don't know, like a 2010 or 11 spicy penne pasta. Dub C sent this in last week, I believe. Him and Kaylynn, yeah. So this came in last week. I still really can't taste anything, so I'm really going out on a limb here. But I haven't eaten just a straight up US MRE in a while, so I wanted to do that tonight, just because. I mean, I kind of thought about doing a new IMP. I feel like I do IMPs a lot on the live streams, and for good reason, because they're awesome and they have a bunch of, all the contents are usually really good, and there's always usually a little something interesting in each one. But tonight we're going with an older MRE, and no idea what that's going to be like, and I probably won't be able to tell you too awful much about it. Okay. Next up, guys, BTemple, right? Please go check out his channel. He does some really awesome vintage reviews. Same with Gusto. Gusto's got tons of stuff backlogged. He just done a cheeseburger in a can video comparing the same two cheeseburgers in a can that I actually have myself. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do the video on those cheeseburgers in a can. I'll probably do both of them in the same video like he did. I had planned on that before. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. Now, again, BTemple sent this to me. We're going to cut it open, and this is pretty special. BTemple always comes through with some of the best, craziest stuff that I've never been able to find. He lucks into some amazing stuff and amazing deals. And right here is a good example of what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yes. There it is. That is a food packet cold weather. Food packet cold weathers, obviously these things were only produced for most likely not even a whole year, is my guess. This was a single limited run. They look basically identical to the 1998 LRPs, which happen to have an 98 LRP. Well, I guess they don't look identical. But Food Packet Long Range Patrol, this is 1998. I'm going to guess that this is... Actually, no, it isn't. So, 4056. Interesting. I wonder if this is from 2004. Huh. I thought in 2004 they were making meal cold weathers, though. Okay, sorry about that. That just, for some reason, cut out on me there. Anyway, these are super, super rare. I've actually been looking for them for years. There's a turkey tetrazzini, menu number 4. A scrambled eggs with cheese Western style, menu number 10. And another scrambled eggs with cheese Western style, menu number 12. There we go. These things right here, I have to imagine these are probably one of the most rare rations that have sat on my table. A lot of the things, even the vintage things, millions and millions of them were produced. Not that there's still millions of them around, but as far as like production rarity, this is probably up there on the list of the rarity on production, because I can't, like I said, I can't imagine very many of these were produced. Before this, I've only seen pictures of them. If you go on MRE Info, there's some recent pictures where Steve had acquired some of these. And these ones right here are the only other ones that I actually know of that are out there in the community, or really that I've ever even seen came up. Oh, I missed a super chat. And I missed a super chat earlier. I read it, and then it just kind of, hang on, let me get the first one real quick. History Savior. Get to feeling better, my man. Sending you some stuff as well I think you're going to enjoy. Can't wait for this week. Couldn't have a better person on a show about old food. I appreciate the kind words, my man, and thank you so much for the super chat, History Savior. If you guys haven't checked out History Savior's channel, he currently is doing like a giveaway over there. You guys go check out his video on the giveaway, and then check out the rest of his channel and hook him up with a subscribe while you're over there. If you like what he's got going on, he's definitely digging into the history, World War II era, and just all through with the rations. But I saw him trying to eat some pork brains, which was, or not trying to, he did eat some pork brains, which the main thing I think now when I see pork brains in milk gravy, which there's only one producer of that I know of, which is Rose's, is the level of cholesterol that is in pork brain. I guess it'd probably be in most likely all types of brains that you would eat, but the level of cholesterol in one little tiny can, I can't remember how big the cans are, but it's like it's over 1,000% of your daily value. It's maybe 1,500%. I think it's 1,053% or something like that. It's some unreal number for cholesterol. Like, I've never seen cholesterol that high before. Let me go back into the super chats. And Smitty. Oh yeah, super intrigued, slicer open. That was a super chat from Smitty. You guys go check out Smitty's channel too. I'll definitely recommend. Doesn't matter super chat or not, I would definitely recommend checking out his channel. I always forget to put it on live chat too, because for some reason whenever this thing loads up, it just goes to top chat. That's the immediate thing. I guess if you have a like super busy live stream, which this live stream can get pretty busy, but not anything like the people that I see that have thousands of people in their live streams, in their chat. Like 2,000 to 3,000 people. I guess having it on top chat, maybe I don't know what would make the chat comment a top chat, because you can't like them or anything else like that. So it doesn't make any sense to me what the separation between what's making it a top chat. But super intrigued with these. Gotta do some research. This might actually be my first video back doing one of these. I assume. I can only assume. I'm trying to feel that out. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I do feel the freeze-dried main in there. So I assumed that it was going to be that. It would make sense that it's a cold weather ration, and it would have a freeze-dried entree in there. And in here, I can feel it. And it feels like one of the new style square ones is what it feels like. It's going to be white packaging, most likely. You can almost kind of see through there, which is pretty awesome. Looks like it says old, OLD, right there. I'm sure that's cold. No, it just Weird. It says DLB and then some kind of contract number. I just, for some reason, I didn't think that these would be from 2004. I could have swore that was the first year for Meal Cold Weathers. Guess I could be wrong about that. I know Ration Cold Weathers 1999? No? 1995, and then 1998 was the Warnix. So, I don't know. Maybe they are 2004. It's interesting to think about. And I definitely want to dive in and see what I can find out there that the government has documented about these food packet cold weathers. Hopefully they have some information that's available out there, because nobody's really compiled any information on these food packet cold weathers, and I think it would be cool to check one of these out in succession with a ration cold weather and a meal cold weather and a food packet cold weather. I think those three on a table together would look amazing. Okay, got one little package here too that I picked up. Let's see, how do I open this thing? I guess it opens from up here. I don't know. We'll find out real quick. Well, Viper GTS, heard about the new show on the History Channel. That's about old food. You guys know anything about that? Thanks for the super chat, Viper. I know a little bit about that show. Just a little bit. It's supposed to be pretty good. I don't know. I haven't seen it actually yet, so not the finished product, so yes. There we go. Look at that. Check out the let's see if I can, where is it? It's right there. Series 114, which puts these right in the midst of World War II. These are from 1944. It's really nice whenever you get a vintage pack of smokes that has a DeWitt Clinton tax stamp on it, because the series number right there, which the cellophane on these is a little bit janky and ripped. That could have happened in shipping. But look underneath there, that's like a perfect box. Really nice. Benson Hedges, New York, London, and Montreal. But yeah, the interesting. There's definitely some slack up in there. And that looks like somebody tried to repair the, I guess, yeah, that could slide right out of there. Wow. And I don't want to rip that tax stamp if I don't have to. Just keep that tension on there and let it separate. Too bad I can't smell anything right now. Would be nice to be able to smell these. Or if I can keep that tax stamp intact, that would be awesome. It's happening slowly but surely. I've gotten old cigarettes before, and they've been screwed with by people. Ooh, that wasn't good. Ugh. Very delicate. Which I could go blast this with the blow dryer really quickly, and that would definitely loosen that up. Sorry as I get quiet there, guys. I'm trying not to rip this, but it's probably going to rip. Yep, I'm going to rip it if I don't take the blow dryer to it. I don't guess it really matters too awful much. Since there it went. Ripped it. Oh well. Alright, here we go. These are empty. Look at that. That's awesome. It's not empty. There's one in there. Are you kidding me? These are supposed to be unopened. And that actually is a Parliament. But, yeah, that's pretty crappy. I'll be letting the seller know about that. Unopened. Yeah, right. Can't tell by the weight. The box itself is heavy. But there we go. One old smoke. Not enough for me. Not for what I paid for them. Okay. On to the food packet. Or the MRE, sorry. I have food packet on my mind because I just moved that. Alright. I think yeah. Okay, so got the package from Gusto. Check out Gusto's channel. Also, got the package from BTemple. Check that out. Check out BTemple's channel, please, guys. He's got some awesome stuff over there. For sure, I'd like to see his subscriber count go up by at least a few. Hopefully, there's some new folks tuning into this, and we'll see. Again, Dub C sent this. It is a Sepaco. Sepaco does have a date code. Looks like the 66th day of 2011. So there's a good chance that there's some food in here that's 10 years old. Knowing how they pack things. And that... Man, usually I don't wuss out on the peelable seals here. Here we go. The seal did not peel at all. Just ripped the bag clean off. Good deal. Again, this is a Sepaco, so let's see what's inside. From 2011, and some things from 2010. Wish I could smell. Can't smell nothing. Alright, here we go. First things first, we have a box here that has some nice masking tape on it. That is our spicy, or penne with vegetable sausage crumbles and spicy tomato sauce. And this is, how old is this? This is, Probably the newest item in here because this was almost the same date that was on the bag, which means that's the date that they were put into a case. Or actually, that's, package date. 25th day of 2011. What's in this box? Mixed fruit. Yay. No. It's got the postcard on the back. Send that to your family from, wherever you were at in 2011. Weird. There's a barcode on there? I don't remember seeing barcodes on. Huh. I mean, I guess that would make it easier if you had these stacked up and put the barcodes out. You can just go through and scan and probably get a number on how many you had in stock in the warehouse or whatever. We got mixed fruit, which has, let me see here, 19 grams of sugar. Doesn't tell you how much of your daily value that is. What do we have here? 7 grams of fiber, 28% of your daily value there. No cholesterol. 230 calories. That's pretty low for a main. What do we have here? A wheat snack bread. Bet you that's going to be a little funky at best. What do we have here? Okay, the flameless ration heater. That I think this is something that they should have continued doing. I love the way this is set up with the way the pad is packaged in this. These flameless ration heaters right here hold up tremendously well. Because, in my personal opinion, let me fix this camera here a little bit. Put that down here. Whoop. There we go. They hold up tremendously well because they are in that external packaging like that. Here we have a flameless, or a hot beverage bag. What am I? Jeez. Here we have our partially oh. Well, I've never had that happen. Wow. Just broke a spoon. Barely bent it, too. Here we have a peanut butter. Definitely in need of some kneading. Be interested in a G Schultz live stream in the next couple days. I've been thinking about it, but don't want to step on anyone's toes who might be going live in Cleveland. Go for it, man. I say, oh, I think I missed might have missed a super chat at some point. Nope, it was Viper, sorry. Viper GTS also has a channel you guys should check out. Okay, back to the live chat. So, peanut butter me. Oh, here we have an orange carbohydrate electrolyte beverage base powder and a chocolate banana nut muffin top. This is probably towards the beginning of them using the chocolate banana nut muffin tops. Might have been around 2000. It was between 2008 and 2010, I think, when these actually came into play. This 265th day of 2010, so that's almost 10 years old. There's a date code on here. Should be right here somewhere. I'm just interested to see what the oldest item in here is. 11th day of 2011. 1011 10/11/11. Interesting. Oh, buddy. You alright? 316th day of 2010. Where's the date code on the peanut butter? It is non-existent. It's not on there. Oh, there it is. The 279th day. So it looks like so far, this is our oldest item so far. Let's see what the fruit has to say about that. Yep, 2011, the 31st day. And this was, what day was this? 25th day? Yep, 25th day. So that's the newest item so far. I do not see a date code on the outside of that. And here's our accessory bag. Let's see what's in this bad boy. Right quick, we have some Taster's Choice, Nescafe, the little pack, the little slender pack. Here we have some matches from good old D.D. Bean and Sons. Strike on back, and they are pink tip. Uh-oh. A sachet of Tabasco? Really? That doesn't seem right. They didn't start using sachets of Tabasco until 2012. Or 13, actually. 12 or 13, I thought. Weird. Weird. There's an empty iodized salt packet. And our creamer feels a little bit hard-packed. 340th day. Here's our sugar for the coffee. And the salt is going everywhere. But there's not that much salt in here. Like, not as much. And there's not much on the table. Very, very little, actually, as you can see right here. Just went into my floor. Got your Chiclets gum. 2 little white pieces of that. You got your moist towelette, which is kind of like the Book of Eli right now. These things are like gold. Moist towelettes and good old butt ration for military issued toilet paper. You know, I wanted to call that something else, but I kept it PG for the channel. But I think you guys can imagine what I wanted to call that. That's at one point. Alright. Let's move things aside here a little bit. Get old tray out of here. Plop her down. Wheat snack bread. Mixed fruit. Let's get the main heating up. 10-year-old food that I can't taste. It's going to get cooked on the stove, by the way. Boiling that bad boy up. Get 20 bucks for. I'll tell you what. I'll send you 20 of them for $20. I got plenty of those saved up. Plus, I got one in every single meal that I have, so I don't see a shortage coming anytime soon. As far as I'm concerned. Got your okay, let's see here. Okay, gotta go get this. This is the only thing that needs, like, really needs to be heated up. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Start with the drinks. We got an orange drink, so let's do Superman cup. Got cool cups, man. These are cool cups. My son actually got these. That one doesn't have a date on it, but there's the Superman, and we had the Pink Floyd one. Is there a date on this one? Greasy fingerprints on it. I did wash and polish these. 2000 is that an 8? It's not going to focus. I think it's a. Yeah, it's 2008 on the good old Pink Floyd. And no date on the Gremlins one, which is probably, I don't know, could be from the 80s for all I know. I know they made cups just like this all the way back in the 70s. I've seen these exact same type of cups from the 70s. The only way you can tell a difference is if they have a date on them. If they're not dated, then there's no way to really know. I don't know. There's probably a collector market out there for these cups where they document when they were produced. They probably made multiple runs of Superman, I would assume. Gremlins, I would say, would be a single run. And the Pink Floyd one might have been a single run as well. There we go. Kaylynn sent those grape drinks to me. And I had one of those. I didn't actually taste it, but texture-wise, and like I could tell that it was as close to grape juice as you can get. So, alright, 12 ounces. There's probably, I would say, 14 and a half ounces in here. So, there we go. Got this broken spoon over here. Guess we'll use that. I don't think there's any. Can't believe that broke. I've never had one break on me like that, especially so easily. That doesn't mean that it was heat stressed. It might have been a defective spoon from the factory, but I couldn't tell you, honestly. Mickey Joe's here, it looks like. Xeno Saga is here. Murray Barber. Who else? Miss Marilyn, of course. You guys need to check out my video on Miss Marilyn's gooey butter cakes. It's definitely, especially right now with everybody being stuck in, it'd be a good thing to order from Miss Marilyn and have you have yourself a gooey butter cake while you're stuck inside. This is actually, you know what, I might have a couple of these put up somewhere, but it's the only one that I know where it's at. A whole flameless ration heater like this. These are not common. They're very uncommon, as a matter of fact. I know Ameriqual did them for a while like this as well. These TruTech Inc. Riverhead, New York. These are, but like I said, these are amazing flameless ration heaters. Well worth saving for a rainy day. Alright, here we go with our Nescafe coffee. It's upside down. There's not a tear notch on the top, though. I think it's down here. It is. There we go. Of course, it didn't open all the way. If I can't get it with my fingers, I'm going to have to use the knife. Yeah, I guess I'll use the knife. Awesome. Your old pal Fernbark is also here. You guys go check out Fernbark's channel as well. And tonight's meal, like I said earlier, provided by Dub C. Got some basically almost 10-year-old food. Uh-oh, missed a super chat. Okay. Dub C, hopefully the spoon is the only bad thing in the MRE. Yeah, man, it is. It's definitely no big deal. Yeah, hopefully so, because I won't be able to tell you much outside of, you know, textures and stuff like that. So, here's a look at that Taster's Choice. Looks very light. At best, a light medium roast, I would say. Some nice warm coffee won't be a bad thing for me right now. I know that. Thank you for the super chat, Dub C, by the way. Was just talking about going and checking out his channel, so it'd be easy to click on that that super chat there. Why can't I taste anything? Well, I came down with a cold or whatever almost 2 weeks ago, and that's been one of my main complaints is not being able to taste anything. Felt really horrible for a few days. I've actually about a week, to be quite honest. I felt horrible. Missed a live stream one week because of it. And I was going to do one on that Monday, but I got sick that day, or that Tuesday, or whatever it was. And I got sick, so I'm going to make this a small cup of coffee. That's at best 6 ounces in that cup right now. Oh, Mr. Ross is not going to completely come out to play because there's not much water in there, but no worries. It is time to go get the penne pasta. Yep, that's going to bother me. Can't be having that now. A hoser, eh? I think I must have missed something in the chat there. Spoon down. Throw these extras up in a bag. That salt is empty. Moist towelette. Save that for a rainy day. I'm actually keeping the gum out. I'm going to be indulging in that. And the Tabasco as well. I think it's probably going to be needed for me to be able to taste anything. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, heated up penne pasta with vegetable sausage. Vegetable sausage. Yeah. Let's check out this mixed fruit. This will be a good indication on letting us know how much heat stress it has seen. When this fruit gets heat stressed, it turns brown. Usually, I mean, if it does start to go off, it's usually what happens. It takes a long time for fruit in a retort pouch like this to actually go bad. Some people don't like to eat like the applesauce that when it turns super, super dark and oxidizes. But I actually like the applesauce that goes fermented slightly. I don't know why, I just always have. Well, that looks pretty daggone good color-wise there, I gotta say. Dump it out here in the fruit spot. Now, there's a funky-looking grape in there, but my guess is that it was funky looking when it was new. And the good old fruit cocktail usually has one little cherry in there. It's always a disappointment because cherry is everybody's favorite part. Yeah, if there's even a half a cherry in there. I don't even know if that's a half a cherry there. Don't know why that's like that, but it's always been the case. Every time I get the fruit cocktail, I get one cherry, and that's it. Alright. Next up, we got the wheat snack bread. Let's check it out. Fruit's definitely a good indication it's looking good, though. There's the wheat snack bread. It's broken in the middle there, and feels like it's, yep, starting to break on the end as well. Wish I could smell that. What about the oxygen? Yep, it stayed in the pack. That's a good thing. Watch out for those desiccant packs. You don't necessarily want to bite into those. I mean, it won't kill you, I don't guess. Definitely want to try not to eat them though. Here is our chocolate banana nut muffin top, and it's looking good, like a nice big old soft chocolate cookie. More or less, that's what it looks like. Looks like a big soft batch chocolate cookie. It's just crying out for some peanut butter. Peanut butter will be great on that, I would think. Not that I will be able to tell you too much about how that tastes, but give us a little better knead than I gave it earlier real quick. Work at Walmart. Worked 72 hours in the past. Wait a minute. Sorry. Just had a catastrophic failure over here. Ugh. Alright. Anyways, what was I reading? Well, you work at Walmart and have worked 72 hours in 4 days. So almost 3, let's see, 24. Wait a minute. That's not possible, is it? Yeah, it is. 72 hours is how, let's see, 48 is 2. That's like not even being off work, basically. Dan, as manager of a restaurant, please don't do that, Mickey Joe says. It's definitely dangerous for you and everyone around you unless you are getting to sleep at work. And if that's the case, then screw it. Let them pay you for as long as they want to pay you. That's the way I look at that. Dan, cyanide cookies. With MREs, you can always use some money for the toilet paper fund. That or hand sanitizer factory. Well, thanks for the super chat, Dan. As far as the hand sanitizer goes, I wash my hands a lot. I'm a fan of hot water and a little soap. Never have been a fan of the hand sanitizer unless I'm out somewhere where I can't get to a sink with running warm water. And I just got red sauce all over myself. That was awesome. But thanks for the insane super chat there, Mr. Dan Cyanide Cookies from Australia. Yeah, like I'm going to be able to smell that. Well, there you guys go. Some steam and some penne pasta with fake sausage crumbles in it. Oop, there it is. Ow, it's burning me. It's very hot, which is good. It's what we want. Oh my. Yeah, all the... Ow! All the sausage sauce is what... Ow! Goodness gracious, is left behind in the bag. Yikes! Ah. Ooh, that is so hot. Yep. Just man up. Take the heat. That's all. Take the heat. There we go. That should do it. I'm actually going to put that in this box so it doesn't make a mess. Like so. Same at BJ's Wholesale Metal. Mickey Joe says he likes this main. This main is, it's not, definitely not up on my, but it's definitely edible. I would say, Southwest style beef, the Asian beef strips is good. The shredded barbecue is good. Of course, the roast beef, if you can get your hands on that, like that. You know, I wish beef stew had more natural type beef in it, because that processed and cubed and pressed crap that they're putting in it now just, ugh, is not my favorite. Not my favorite at all. So let's try to get some fake sausage up in this bad boy with a good looking piece of penne here. And I do believe that this does contain some cheese as well. Let's see if I can taste this at all. I do pick up the tanginess of the tomato sauce. The texture of the noodle is really nice. You have that texture of fake sausage in there. I definitely. Oh, come on. Having one of those days. Hang on. Gotta clean my hand off here. Rob Hoppin, have a good night. Have to go. Thanks for hanging out, Rob. Anyway, so the texture of the sausage is nice. It doesn't, from what I recall, the sausage doesn't really have or add any real flavor to this. It's more or less the thick tomato sauce with the texture of some very chopped up fine sausageite pieces, textured vegetable protein, TVP, and the noodles, which aren't insanely soft, which is a good thing. They still have a decent texture to them. It's very thick and hearty. I think it's so weird that this is in a, you know, a little pouch. I wonder if I can transfer from the pouch to the bottle. Let's find out. I'm going to use my knife to open this, so I have a nice clean port. Let's see. Honestly, I don't think this is going to work, but it's worth a shot. That'll save some of the Tabasco for later, and I'll just do it over the food. Oh. So that's what I was afraid of, the hole getting plugged, but it's working. Look at that. Got almost a full bottle out of that little package there, and probably flavored my food enough in the process. Clean it off a little bit and let's see what we got here. Yeah. I knew I saved this little bottle for some reason. And that was it right there. And I will say, look at the color on that Tabasco. Let me grab one that I got recently. Look at that. Look how dark that is. All right, Eeyore just came in with a super chat. Howdy, y'all. Smokey Rules. Well, thank you for the super chat and thank you for the kind words. Also, that makes me think of his channel that you guys need to go check out. Obviously, all right, Eeyore's an awesome dude. And I really enjoy watching his channel videos over there. So check him out if you like it. But look at the difference, guys. Look at that. That is crazy. Let me see if I can find a... I actually don't have... I don't have one that looks anything even remotely like this. Not even close. One that came out of an ORP right here. Okay. So that's the closest thing I have. Right there. And this came out of an ORP. I'm almost... Nope, maybe not. Looks like that's probably from 2011. Would be my guess. But still. Those little retort pouches that the Tabasco was in, boy, do they keep it fresh. Wow. I'm impressed. I really am. That looks amazing. Some of the better looking Tabasco I've probably ever really looked at that's came out of a ration, but obviously I've never transferred any over to a bottle like that. I dig that. I think it's awesome. Love it. So now I have some reusable Tabasco there. And there's definitely a drop in the spoon there. And some up here on the edge. And a bunch right there. Holy cow, there's a bunch just sitting on top right there. Let's get a good healthy bite here. And we'll see how this is. Oh, History Savior's taking off. So since everybody's trapped inside, how many of you guys are going to be watching Eating History this Wednesday at 10/9 Central? Hopefully, most of you guys will be tuning into that. That's a hope. I gotta say, the heat definitely, I can't taste it, but I get the sensation of the heat big time. Firm bark. You can watch on history.com. There's something else called like Shore TV or something like that. Somebody told me it was on there. Might end up being on Hulu, I hope. Yeah, it's definitely on history.com. There's already a spot for it on History Channel's web. It's not History Channel, but everybody calls it History Channel. It's on their website. So it's definitely going to be on there as well. Like, I went on there and I wanted to rewatch the first season of Project Blue Book, and it's not on there. And I was like, okay, well, where can I watch Project Blue Book at? And I can't find it on a streaming service unless it's on Amazon Prime, which is possible. But I haven't been able to find it on any of my other streaming services because I have Hulu and Netflix. Let's see what this bread is like when you can't taste anything. Is the show going to be on Hulu? I hope so, I think. Because I looked at Hulu, and I've been kind of like exploring, and most of history's shows are on Hulu. Project Blue Book is not, for some reason. But a lot of shows are. And if I can do any any convincing on my end. I'll try to convince them to get it put onto Hulu, but I'm sure that's I would assume that's some kind of an expensive endeavor to add a show on Hulu. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know how that works. By that with the bread, the bread's texture's weird, and I get like a sweet sensation from it. Yeah, it's kind of disintegrates in your mouth. Yeah, it just doesn't remind me of what bread texture is supposed to be like. Metal Man, yeah, Pawn Stars is on Hulu. You are correct, along with a lot of other shows like Pickers, and I can't remember what else is on there. Probably like Oak Island. Um, I do believe Forged in Fire is on there as well. Hulu's owned by Disney, and I believe, yeah, I don't want to quote wrong here. I don't want to say wrong, but A&E might be too. Uh-huh. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I just hope people enjoy the show. That's my main thing. Give that a quick stir. Needs it. Get rid of that coffee line in my cup. I don't like having that coffee line. I don't know why. Let's see what this is like while it's still warm. It's not hot, that's for sure. Okay, so it's still pretty warm. Sweet and warm. That's what I get out of that. Alright, I want to try a piece of this and see what this is going to be like, not being able to taste anything. Ooh, weird. Very gritty. The chew of the walnut is nice in there. I assume that's a walnut. That's what the texture felt like. Um, Definitely get a gritty, sugary chew from that, and it's very, very dry and crumbly, which I think the peanut butter might remedy that right up. Let's add some peanut butter to the mix over here. Not a whole lot, just a little dab will do you, I think. You know, I don't think the I'm gonna have to get in there with the other hand. It's definitely falling apart, which is pretty common. There you go. It's like a little Hershey's peanut butter kiss on top of there almost. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Mm-hmm. That helped that out a lot. Kind of bound everything together instead of it just turning to dust in my mouth. I mean, it's still very sticky, very dry, but it's not powdery type of dry. It's like more of a, you know how peanut butter is. It's a different type of dry. It's like a thick, sticky dryness. That funky looking grape right there. We'll eat that here in a second. some peaches and pears. Peaches, pears, cherries, and grapes. It's pretty much, well, that is what's in there. There you go. Which even when I can taste, you can't taste the difference between these items. The grapes taste like the peaches. Texture's a little bit different from the grape to everything else, but oh, there might be pineapple in there as well. But the pears, the pineapples, the peaches, and the cherries, you cannot taste a difference in any of those. They've just all been sitting in the same syrup, soaking up the same flavor, and they don't really have much distinguishing characteristics flavor-wise. The grape, on the other hand, might retain a little bit of its original flavor since it's kind of a encapsulated little bubble there. Yeah, look at that. That is doesn't look the best, does it? But here we go, down the hatch. Yeah, I just seen G. Schultz's comments about the TTI, indicating that the case was bad on Dub C there, and I don't trust those TTIs. I mean, I guess they give you an indication of like age and how much heat it's been exposed to, but you know, I just not a fan of those. If they put a TTI on individual items inside MREs, I'll bet you those TTIs would hold up a lot longer. That's my thoughts. And that's the true conditions that those items are exposed to inside the bag. You know what I mean? That case could sit in a store window for 1 year and absolutely ruin a TTI, but the contents still be just fine, even though it was set in a window and it got some sun, but it was a nice air conditioned room or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't always trust the TTIs. I mean, they're there as an indicator, but yeah, I don't trust them. A little bit more of this chocolate banana nut muffin top with some peanut butter. Oops. Hmm. All right, so let's maybe chat about. Hang on, let me get a drink of this coffee here. This should follow that up well. Something weird I saw recently, G. Schultz, was that there was a TTI on an individual ration, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah, the new British rations. They put TTIs on each individual ration, which, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't have got rid of the buffalo chicken. They kind of kept it around incognito for a few years with the chicken chunks that came with buffalo sauce. So there was still, I mean, technically there was still a buffalo chicken menu. It wasn't the same. The shredded chicken that sat in the buffalo sauce, I really liked that menu. That was an awesome menu. Yes, it was spicy and it's not for everyone, but it's a nice option for somebody who likes to have a little bit of spice, or it's just getting sick of the bland everyday typical type of meal like something like this, and you throw in that buffalo chicken in the mix, and boom, you got a really nice sharp flavor that you're not used to. It was really nice to have that in the mix, and it was only around for like 2 or 3 years. Seems like what was it, 2008 to 2012, or was it 2006 to 2010? Something like that. It was like 3 or 4 years. Not 100% sure on the time. Next week, I really hope that I'll be able to taste everything. And if I can, I want to get into some of those B units that Salty Croc Collectibles sent. Or at least one of them. One B unit per live stream is plenty. Unless I'm doing a live stream about B units. Or, an MCI or something like that. I need to get out an MCI. I haven't done anything with those in a while. My stock of MCIs is quite low. I do have a few complete ones, but it would be nice to acquire some more at some point. But they're unobtainable for me right now. I will not pay $100 to $120 a piece for uh, Meal Combat Individual. All right, here we go. Sucks about the Parliaments. Yeah, I gotta call that seller out. So what I was going to say earlier was what type of changes have you guys been noticing in your areas? So it's interesting to hear and see what's going on in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, even. Hopefully, there's some international folks that are on here right now as well. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. Going to complain about. I think my chat quit working. It did. Or it has. Business as usual. Idiots chilling outside and walking their dogs like normal. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad thing, actually. They encourage people to get out of the house and take walks, walk your animals. Definitely don't abandon your animals. I've heard of that. I've heard of a couple cases in dogs or something like that that's killed two different dogs, which means that it is transferable from people to animals, um, which is crazy. You can't find TP or a loaf of bread to save your life in Northwest North Carolina. I think that's pretty typical everywhere. I know stores are getting in stock, but it's people are just freaking out and buying it as quickly as it comes in. And I heard crap today that this could last until July. Um, and the more things shut down, the harder everything's going to get for everyone, of course. The food industry, truckers are going to keep going. People that work in convenience or gas stations or like typical grocery stores and things like that. I can't imagine that stuff closing down completely. Could be wrong about that, but and also I think factories are going to keep going. I've heard different things about how they're handling different areas, like they're going to change things at power plants. I've heard that, and I think that's probably I don't know. I just think that they're taking it to the extreme when it comes to how they're handling it. That's my personal opinion, though. Not that it's not extreme. I get that it is. It was. I don't know. No, I definitely don't want. It's not political for me at all. Although that's what it kind of has seemed to be turning into. Food and restaurants are open here. Same here. Uh, Walmart here where I live is they they change their hours and they close at 8:30 now, which I thought was weird that they done that. Um, yeah, July or August. That's what I heard as well. Uh, Middle of the woods, so leaves and Sears Roebuck catalog reprint means I don't need no stinking toilet paper. Oh yeah, those old Sears catalogs, man. It's I'll tell you what, I just heard about, well, it's been a little while since I heard about Sears a few weeks ago whenever they were closing down. And that honestly I absolutely hate to see that because Sears has been such a staple in the United States for so long. Uh, Obviously they've made some poor decisions business wise. They didn't do what they needed to do to keep their doors open, which would most likely mean expanding their online reach, which I think in today's time that's what everyone has to do is turn to the internet. And if you're a business like that, you have to just blow up your sales on the internet and try to do the best you can. I hated to see Sears close down like that. I mean, such a staple. Sears, which Craftsman went over to Lowe's, I guess, uh, which is a good thing. Craftsman's a good, I stand behind Craftsman because they were, if you buy tools from them, they replace them. A lifetime warranty on that stuff, which is amazing. I've had a few replaced myself over the years. Uh, I'm reading back through some comments right now. So, if you guys don't know, I live in West Virginia, and I didn't actually know this until yesterday or day before. I think it was yesterday, but our state was the last state to report a case of this stuff. Can't say it out loud, unfortunately, because YouTube will instantly demonetize this. Anyway, they probably will anyways because I'm talking about it. But besides the point, uh, I think it's possible that the reports or the testing wasn't happening like maybe it should have been, or I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. I don't think everyone. I think there were probably cases before the first one that got reported a couple of days ago, and I don't know what type of measures they're going to be taking in the near future. I've heard that they were going to shut everything down this week. Everything, basically, except non-essential, what they're calling non-essential employees. Where's Smitty? Hiding in his basement. uh, yeah, I think the most of the food, like McDonald, I think like McDonald's, Taco Bell, crap like that, I think is all takeout or delivery, And a lot of those places are doing deliveries and stuff now that didn't used to. My son is a good example of that. Works at the Mexican restaurant down the road, and they never did deliveries before, but they started doing deliveries. Jesse Michael, what's up, dude? What's up, Smokey? What's up, CT? What's up, everyone? Just got home from playing a round of golf. NOLA was put on lockdown today. All non-essential. Well, that's thanks for the super chat, Jesse. By the way, yeah, that seems like that's pretty much the case. Basically everywhere is that it's non-essential employees are to stay home. So I heard something about the predicted unemployment filings within the next week or two, something like that. It's going to be like 2 million people, which is a huge rise. That's I heard today. But it's also not just going to be that one surge. There's obviously going to be others, and there already have been, I'm sure, surges of unemployment filings. So, and they're, yeah, I don't know. They're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff like trying to do something financially, which I think I'm sure there's people that absolutely are going to have some type of help if they can't go to work. And unemployment being what it is, Tennessee, what was it? I think it was Tennessee. Someone told me the other day that Tennessee's maximum weekly benefits was $247. And after that's most likely before taxes. So after taxes, you're looking at like what, 210 bucks at the most. Who's going to be able to live off 800 bucks a month? I mean, it's just going from a working, paying job to that being your maximum unemployment. That's not going to cut it. What's Jesse got? You can't even get through. Now, wait a minute. You can't even get through to the unemployment office here in New York State. They hang up. That's not surprising at all. Animal free MRE wants hazard pay thing you speak of. Oh yeah, that might be the Canadians probably have a good system in place. I'm going to guess to help out their tax-paying citizens. They usually do pretty well with that type of stuff. We're supposed to get paperwork soon so we can continue to drive. Yeah, I figure that's probably coming quickly to the ones that actually need it. Just reading back through. Really, Daniel. The pot shops were deemed essential here in Anchorage, which they absolutely are. That's awesome. I like to hear that. I can't believe that that's the case, but I mean, that's cool. Well, it seems like everything in this meal actually did turn out to be pretty good. So, as far as what I could tell, I mean, that right there is a huge indicator that everything was on the up and up. If not, that fruit would have looked really funky. I mean, you got to take into consideration that's like basically 10-year-old fruit cocktail. it's held up pretty well. And I'll say something else too. Like recently, I've been going through like my pantry door, and I ate a couple cans of fruit that were 4 years past their date that I had in there that were they were mandarin oranges. I mean, they were fine. Um, and I got a couple more in there that are probably a couple years out of date. I tried to start with the oldest that I had and eat that first, and they were fine. So yeah, I can't in good conscience tell you to eat old food, but I can tell you what I've done. So take that for what you will. What? Don't ban me. Nobody else likes me. Yeah, don't ban Metal Man. uh, that's funny. I gotta see what the. Oh, here we go. That's good. That's good. Really? Well, that's cool. I mean, I guess Alaska always does tackle things quite differently than most everywhere else. So I didn't know that it had legalized up there already. So that's cool. I guess I just don't keep up on that news. So Eeyore, do they have you working from home now as well? NOLA isn't a legal state. A what? I don't know about an endless supply. That's. I figure that's one thing that if stuff really does hit the fan, that'll be one thing that'll be hoarded and rationed as well, Jesse. All right, guys, it's been awesome chatting with you guys, and for some reason my chat is not keeping up and not cycling through. I don't know. There's readiness reviews. Canned food usually lasts way past the best by date. I've eaten 10-year-old. Yeah, especially in your pantry, man. I mean, your house, most people's house typically stay fairly cool or at least comfortable. And if you have a place to store cans and things like that, it's going to be out of the sun and in the dark, so that makes a huge difference as well. Everybody needs to understand when it comes to food, any type of food, storage conditions make all the difference in the world on how long it'll actually last. Because basically everything that we have in our kitchens and pantries, whatever, is packed with preservatives to make it last as long as possible. So definitely try to keep things stored the best you can, and it will. It'll, I'm not going to legally. I can't say anything about the best by dates or whatever, but you know, like you said, it's possible for them to still be edible. I mean, they do kind of lose some flavor, maybe some color. They may oxidize, but it still may be food. Um, there's a pretty hard line in my opinion whether something's still food or if it's no longer food anymore. So, but all right, guys, it's been awesome chatting with you guys, and stay safe and obviously enjoy your time at home, and tune in Wednesday at 10/9 Central on History Channel. I don't know all the outlets it'll be on. I hope it'll be on Hulu. That's a hope that I have. I don't know that that's going to happen, although I do see a lot of their shows are on Hulu. So maybe ours will be too. But yeah, definitely check it out Wednesday. There's 2 episodes running back to back. The first episode, the premiere episode, and then another episode will air right after that. So definitely check that out. Uh, you can come on the channel or my Instagram, which is Real Old Smokey, or at Real Old Smokey, whatever, and give me your feedback. Let me know what you think on Wednesday after you watch it. I probably won't be watching it. I don't plan on watching it myself. Just kind of, I don't know. Too much to talk about. Long story. I don't think it. Yeah, probably not the best thing for me to watch. So if we do, hopefully, knock on wood, if we get to a season 2, it wouldn't change. Like I wouldn't watch the show and be like, oh, I don't want to do that again, or I don't want to, I don't want to say. I don't want to change. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight, hanging out with me, talking about you know the ongoing thing that's happening, and I want to say a huge thanks to my patrons, you guys. Thank you guys for hanging in there and hanging out over there. Appreciate you guys. And I guess really all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Later.